Welcome to Star Control Origins. So this is a game that I've been waiting for some time. I used to play Star Control 2 a long time ago. I believe that game was originally published in 1992 or so, and I played that game extensively. I've also recently played, recently being within the past year or so, played the remake, which is called Urquan Masters, which is a freeware version of the game. I've never played Star Control 1 or 3, but the humor and the storyline, I believe at least Star Control 1 and 2 were connected, whereas Star Control 3 seemed to be a kind of a separate storyline, and Origins, well, I played it for a fair bit so far, and I'm really enjoying it. The nostalgia is nice. It seems more like a spiritual successor rather than to be connected in storyline wise. I'm going to play on easy because I want your, not the viewers, the YouTube audience, that would be you, to be able to enjoy the storyline and not too much of hassle in the actual combat situations, which can be quite stressful regardless. Some of these loading screens are a bit long in waiting.
We believe this is an alien transmission.
And this is originating from where, exactly?
It's local. Triton.
Recall the captain. Tell him that he's needed.
He's still on administrative leave from the incident.
That no longer matters. He's the only one qualified to command the prototype Vindicator.
I do apologize for the noises in the background, it's just a chair creaking. Don't worry about it. So, okay, let's enter our name. Caledorn, of course. And we will be driving around in the UES Caledonia. Mission difficulty easy.
The last of the crew and supplies should be coming over to you shortly, Captain. Time to get started. Star Control is ordering you to travel to Triton and investigate the alien radio signal that's originating there.
Right. What do we know about this radio signal?
It's just a series of regular pulses at 1.42 gigahertz. That's the hydrogen line, in case you've forgotten your radio astronomy. Some very excitable men in glasses are pretty sure if aliens ever try contacting us, they'll do it on that frequency. They are substantially less certain why aliens might be on one of Neptune's moons, though.
What should I do when I reach Triton?
Scan its surface from orbit. If you find the signal, send one of your ship's landers down to the surface to examine it further. If it is an alien, you are ordered to not die and tell us right away.
Right. But otherwise it's safe to die.
Sure. You die as much as you want, Captain. Just send the ship back.
I'm glad that my skills are appreciated. Does this supersede our mission to investigate the Lek sites?
Not entirely. Their departure is the whole reason we have a star control in the first place. Your mission to Triton takes priority, but if you do discover anything concerning the Lexites, you should tell us right away.
Do we know why they left?
We still have no idea. For post-humans, or whatever they call themselves, they sure didn't talk about themselves as much as us original versions like to. We've combed over their facility on the moon, hoping to find some hints, but haven't found anything. They never seemed to be upset with us, or expressed any great unhappiness with their situation on Earth. Which is maybe surprising considering some of the abuse they took. My theory? They got bored with us. Bored with human affairs, maybe bored of our smell.
That's why we have perfume. Do we know where they went?
After they left Earth in 2085, we know they set up on the moon for a short while, but that was just a staging area. So they're out there somewhere.
Are they dangerous?
Well, they're essentially human, so yes. But even during the chaos of their exodus, when they were stealing our launch craft, they went to great lengths to avoid harming anyone. Still, they obviously have access to technology we've never even contemplated. If you do run into them, be careful, Captain.
That's enough about them.
Sure, Captain.
So, let's get
Star
started.
Control has accelerated the construction of our new modular deep solar system vessel specifically for this mission. It's the fastest, most expensive ship humanity has ever made, Captain. Try not to lose it.
I'll do my very best. I'll try to try.
It's also equipped with our latest resource collection landers, which I would encourage you to make heavy use of. We used up a lot of materials to make that thing. If we want to make any more Vindicator-class vessels, we're going to need you to collect the resources to do it. Looks like you've got everything stowed away now, Captain. You're all set. Good luck, and please hurry. There are a lot of people down on Earth anxious to find out what's going on.
Off we go. So, Triton. This way, I believe. Well, this is embarrassing. I don't actually remember where it is. Might actually be up there. No need to comment on that. I am acutely aware of the fact that I went the wrong way, and it is more than just a small embarrassment. Yes.
Captain, we've located the source of the radio signal. It looks like there's a crashed ship down there. We should take a lander down to investigate.
Okay, off we go. So these things you need to try to land within the green circle. Triangles, that is resources that you can pick up. And as we all know from our experiences with
Resource collected. Press tab to view your inventory and fleet status screen.
Well, thank you. As we all know from our experiences when Catherine and I played Astroneer, I am not a very good driver. Let's just collect the final resource here and go back to this crashed spaceship. See what the ever this is. So there are 4 camera modes. There is this mode, not very much difference there, this mode, and bird's eye view. I prefer somewhere around here.
You actually came. I can't tell you how sweaty we are to see you.
You're a giant space slug.
And you're a medium-sized mammal. We come in all shapes and densities, human. I am Chief Viscosity Officer Wimdu of the Tyrom.
Nice to meet you, Wimdu. I'm a human of Earth.
You think it's nice to meet me? That's a wonderful change from the usual disgust and contempt we receive when meeting new species.
What are you doing on Triton, Wimdu?
It's a funny story. You'll like it. It starts with these guys called the Scribe. They're the ones who shot us down. They're kind of our friends.
If people shoot at you, they're not really your friends.
That makes so much sense when you say it that way. We're actually trying to protect you from the Scribe. We began receiving your radio transmissions about 50 years ago. You're a fascinating species. And because we knew the Scribe would destroy you if they found you, we've been keeping you a secret from them. At least we were, until a few months ago. The Scribe had evidently received traces of your radio broadcasts themselves. They dropped some pretty terrifying hints that they were looking for you. We were on our way here to stall them, which we did, by getting shot down by them. Hence the distress call.
Right. Seems like you need more help from us than the other way around.
That's a fair point. Still, what's a few favors between friends?
We're not friends yet.
Oh, Wimdu. You did it again.
So what help do you need?
Well, let me explain. The Scribe are looking for you in this area of space. They don't know exactly where you are, but they will find you. Not a lot of humans are going to survive that process. The good news is, we can help you. If you help us first. Most of our systems were squished when we dropped out of hyperspace. Our hyperwave radio was one of them, which is why we had to call for help the old-fashioned way. Also, half of our entire ship fell off. Now, we might actually be able to repair all that damage, but we will definitely need that other half of our spaceship back.
You can fix half your ship falling off.
We can? I don't want to bore you with all the little technical details. Simply put, we are really good at our jobs here.
You look like you're incredibly good at your jobs.
Thanks.
Where did the other half of your ship go?
It went down on a planet somewhere in your solar system. I'm not sure where precisely. All planets look the same when you're crying. Though if I had to guess, I'd say it was around one of your larger, bluer worlds. Also, we lost a couple of hyperdrive modules. We'll definitely need those if we want to not starve to death far from home. Those definitely went down somewhere in your inner solar system. I know this is a lot to ask. But finding all of this shouldn't be a problem for a ship with both its halves.
Indeed. So let's talk about the help you're going to offer us first.
The biggest help I can offer is this. We'll be your friends, not just me and my crew, all Tyrom everywhere. We'll share technology and explain how the galaxy works, and how to avoid getting killed by the Scribe. We've been not getting killed by the Scribe for a while now. Not that I'm bragging. Okay, I'm bragging a little. So, will you help?
We'll help you, yes.
Great! We'll give you so many hugs if you manage to succeed.
How pleasant. Sounds good. I'll get to it. So, escape to leave the planet surface and get back out there, and we probably should go back to the space station and explain to them what we found.
Captain, you survived!
Was that a concern?
Not anymore, it isn't. But tell me, Captain, what did you find out on Triton?
There was a kind of sticky alien there.
What?
Tell them everything.
Well, it sounds like you did the right thing offering to help, Captain. Our exobiologists have been studying the recordings of your conversation with the alien. Based on their word choice, blinking, and overall clamminess levels, we believe that this one was genuinely in fear for his life. So we've come to a conclusion. We want you to help them. This is too great an opportunity to pass up. Just remain cautious. There's no reason to trust these Taiwan fully just yet.
He said he's missing like half his ship.
Well, if what this Taiwan says about the scribe is even remotely true, I think we need to help. The chance to establish friendly relations with an alien civilization is too great to pass up. Especially if they can in any way help us stop a threat to our civilization. Go find the missing parts of their ship, Captain. They should be around here somewhere.
We'll get back to work then.
Good luck, Captain.
Okay, so we can go visit the inner planets Venus and Mercury, but I don't think it's a good idea to land on them.
Captain, this planet is well beyond our ability to land on. We'll need to find some way to improve our lander technology to have a hope of safely exploring the surface here.
As you can see, you get this warning. So the winds here is 2, which is 20% additional wind force, which affects how you land. Then there is the little matter of 5 on the toxic level, which means that 2 of our lander crew will die per second, unless we have some kind of a mitigation for that. And since there are 5 people on the lander, that is harsh. And there is the little matter of 10 heat level, which also means 8 deaths per second, so a total of 10 deaths per second down there, so the lander would instantly blow up. Not ideal. Off we go. I think Mercury is even worse.
Captain, this planet is well beyond our ability to land on. We'll need to find some way to improve our lander technology to have a hope of safely exploring the surface here.
Well, it's not actually worse, but I definitely wouldn't land here either yet. So, he said inner planets. How about Mars?
Sir, we're detecting 2 unidentified objects on the surface of Mars. Is this something to do with the Lexites, or something else entirely?
Well, we'll find out. And off we go. That looks exactly what we're looking for.
This looks like part of an alien spaceship, Captain. I bet this is one of the hyperdrive modules those aliens are missing. We'll load it up onto the lander now.
You can click shift to have a little speed boost. And that looks to be another part.
This looks like part of an alien spaceship, Captain. I bet this is one of the hyperdrive modules those aliens are missing. We'll load it up onto the lander now.
So the different kind of minerals and whatnot do have values. As for the gas elements here, nitrous oxide, its value is, as can be seen down here, 1 Ru, whereas metals, base metals, are worth 5 RU. The capacity of the lander right now is 100, so I will not bother with picking up the nitrous oxide, and I will just go for the base metals instead, since those are worth more. $97, and we're full. So off we go. And I'm not going to bother land for those 7 nitrous oxide. And hello, someone's coming to visit.
Scanning. Vessel does not match patterns for any authorized sentient being. EM broadcast detected. Spectrum analysis. Technological development level T3. 2D image in broadcast identified. Processing. Facial edge discrimination does not match known sentience in this sector. You are not a Taiwan. Who are you?
No, we're Taiwan. Check again.
Remain where you are. A scribe legate has been notified of your unauthorized existence and is approaching this sector now. Hold. Transmission incoming. New orders received. Local fleet probe vessel 0 will clear system of unauthorized organic vessels. Continue to remain where you are.
Of course. Surrender seems like a good idea. Boom. So before we return to the Taiwan, I think it's a good idea to collect the resources from the various moons in the solar system. So we'll begin with Jupiter, I suppose. Ganymede. Seems friendly enough, although not very valuable stuff down here. I'll take it anyways. We're at the beginning of the game, so anything helps. Besides, it's a small moon, so it doesn't take that. Oh, there's something here actually. Right, hello.
Looks like an old Russian space probe, Captain. It's neat, but not much we can do with it.
Okay, we'll just leave that there then. And that's it. Off we go. So this small, nearly invisible moon, Adrastea. Cool surface. Oh, uranium. Hello. Also francium or francium. This is most appreciated. That was the word I was looking for. I like the gulping sound. It's kind of amusing. And off we go. Yeah, let's finish with the rest of the stuff as well. Close to the landing spot too, so. Like that, and up we go again. And we will go to the next moon. thulium is worth 10, so that is definitely valued. I am probably... well, since you need to buy stuff for your ship, one of the major parts of the game is actually doing this. Going to planets, moons, scanning them, landing, collecting resources, and then at some point you go back to base or any place where you can sell these resources. And those things I think that I will try to do between episodes, as I believe it could be quite tedious to watch me do that all the time. But if you don't mind, of course, feel free to leave a comment. I will be happy to play all of it if you want.
Captain, the weather on this planet will make landing very difficult. We'll need better landers to manage it.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to land on Io. This place looks... I mean, they have very tasty resources, but this looks very dangerous. Even with... we need some heat mitigation modules. So, let's go to Europa.
Sir, we're detecting an unidentified object on the surface.
Right. Not sure what these things are. Maybe just dust storms. Although I should stay away from these geyser looking things. Whatever this is.
Well, this is a heck of a thing, Captain. We found some kind of monument here. At least, I think it's a monument. It's a big, multicolored slab of metal with odd protrusions sticking out of it. Balls and sticks, kind of. There's text on it, or graffiti. Pictures of aliens fighting? I'm honestly not sure. No human language, anyways. Not much we can do with it, but admire it. And... done. We'll just leave this here, then.
Okay. As you say. Whatever that is. I'd like to bring this with me. Not that this stuff is much of value, but again, it's better than taking up nothing. Here we go. Planet empty. Off we go. So, make our way out. I think this is Neptune. No, it's Uranus. So, look at Oberon first.
Sir, we're detecting an unidentified object on the surface. We may want to send a lander down to investigate.
That might actually be half of the ship of the Taiwan. Yep.
This looks like the part of the ship that friendly slug is missing. We'll load it up onto the lander now.
That is useful. And that was that. There is another moon up there. I sadly have to go all the way around because the game will try to open up Oberon again if I get too close. So, Miranda. That looks funky. Down we go. What is this? A crashed automobile. I wonder. Received crashed Tesla. It's a nice little Easter egg. If you ever wonder where the Tesla that Elon Musk sent up ended up, it's on Miranda, one of the moons of Uranus. These things seem odd. Not sure exactly what they are. Look to be in the planetary path of Pluto, but Elpis and Artemis, okay.
Hey, it's Artemis. Yeah, ever since we found this thing all the way out here in the 40s, scientists have been wondering if it would get more interesting. And, nope, not today.
Okay, if you say so.
Captain, we're detecting movement on the surface. Looks like some kind of robotic drones. It might be dangerous to send the lander down unarmed.
Well, there is a structure down there, so we'll try. We can probably avoid the drones.
Captain, it's going to be too dangerous entering this place until all these drones are dead or asleep or... Well, they probably don't need sleep, do they? Just dead, then.
Okay, so we need something to kill the drones with, right. We'll come back here later then. Let's go to Saturn. Enceladus. Strong winds. Argon. Well, strong winds isn't that much a problem. I just need to be able to land in the green circle, which, there we go. Argon is a noble gas worth 5, so that is actually worth it. This is most. There we go. Didn't lose any crew, so the landing was successful. And there we go, and up again. And the other moon of Saturn, I have no idea what the name of it is. Titan, of course, though. Well now. 80%, I need to keep the ship there. This planet is a nightmare. We'll try. We'll give this a try. I may lose my lander, but yeah, I'm going to lose it. Boom. No, we will not try that again. Off we go. Can't afford to buy landers willy-nilly. They are quite expensive, especially in the beginning of the game. We can go visit the moon. There's a facility over there, probably the Lexite one. Lots of nice base metals. Okay.
Captain, this is the lunar facility the Lexite settled after they first left Earth. We've sent surveyors here before, and I don't think much has changed since then. Not from all the dust I can see. It doesn't look like the Lexites were here long after they arrived in 2085. This was just a staging area they used before traveling elsewhere. No idea where they went after this, but you know that as well as I do. Finding them is why we have a star control in the first place. Captain, there's something powering on here. Blinking lights, humming sounds. There's a computer screen turning on. It says, "Threat to remnants detected. Lander self-defense technology ready to be used. Insert uranium to power." There's a slot in the device here. Do we have any uranium we can feed this thing? We do? Great.
Okay.
Well, it's some kind of laser gun, Captain. Looks like it will fit right on our lander. That was nice of the Lexites.
Good thing I was questioned about
Hey,
whether
Captain,
I wanted to.
now that we have a laser gun, why don't we try shooting some rocks with it? In the name of research.
Boom. We'll have to land on the moon a few times because there are lots of resources here. And lots of rocks as well. 98. I'll go up. And land again. Boom. Oh, silver, nice. Precious metals are always welcome. They are quite valuable. This is why I personally think that it would be a bit boring to watch this all the time, and I'm not sure what I would be talking about. Like, okay, so we shot another rock, and yay, we got some gold. Even that could be tedious after a while, since there are only so many metals and things and substances in the game. Although some of them do have quite humorous names. Not sure if all of them actually are genuine minerals, gases and whatnot. Elements, I suppose I should say. But I'm pretty certain there are more rocks that we could shoot up here. Let's go out into that mode, that would make it easier to see. Actually no, it seems like we've actually shot that down all the rocks, which is quite impressive. Ah, there's one. Oh, we're full. Oh well. I'm not going down there for 2 aluminium again. Let's go back to the Taiwan. Wimdu. This is a training facility. I haven't really tried it. I assume that it's for training with combat, which can be useful, I suppose. Down we go. What is this? Oh, something I can shoot up. Pity. Can I shoot these things? No. There we are. Hello.
Our new probable friends came back. Did you get everything we need to repair our vessel?
We just got attacked by a Scrive probe.
You did?
Oh dear.
That's not good. Did you tell them we were here?
No, but it said some pretty concerning things about clearing our system.
Well, now that sounds extremely not good. Like I said, if you help us repair our ship, we might be able to help you deal with these Scrive. So, have you found everything we need to repair our vessel?
Yep, we have it for you here.
Now we can fix our ship.
You stand by watching the Taiwan fix their ship with surprising speed.
It worked! We've repaired the hull damage and restored power to our propulsion systems. It will take another minute or so to get our defensive systems online. So please, don't murder us!
Well, ha ha ha, we'll see.
Great! So, my new damp chum, why don't we head back to Earth? You can introduce us to your parents and leaders. We can tell them what we've told you. Or we could just hang out.
You're not swimming with any diseases, are you?
Most definitely. But we have procedures to minimize the health-related risks of contact with alien species.
Well, that's good.
Meeting aliens is not new to us, human.
Oh, come on, then.
Hooray!
we go. And back to Earth. Oh, oh dear, that does distinctly not look good. Right.
Halt, unknown alien. You do not have permission to exist in this sector, or anywhere else.
And you don't have permission to be here.
Who are you to tell us where we might be, savage? This star is the property of the Scribe Empire.
Nope. This one's ours.
It is not. You are trespassing. And that is why you do not have permission to exist, savage.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. We greet you in peace.
Savages often do. It is usually a sign of weakness.
Oh dear.
Do you need more proof of your barbarity? How about the destruction of our innocent probe? Do not attempt to hide it. We saw the weapons blink as we approached this system. We see the wreckage now. When I communicate the details of our encounter to Scribe No Seat, they will be most displeased at the loss of our equipment. I suspect you are the ones the Caledorn have been hiding from us. Who knew they were filled with such deceit? We thought it was just ooze. That Caledorn, the one cowering in the shadow of your vessel, we will destroy it as well, along with all the rest of the Caledorn.
You said you hadn't told your superiors about us yet?
I haven't. But why do you ask? Do you think you can stop me?
Yes?
Fool.
Whoa, where did that come from? That's a rhetorical question, actually. I know exactly where that came from. A bad, bad place. We're still repairing our weapon systems, so we won't be able to help you, which is a shame because we really, really wanted to do that. Good luck!
Thank you. That looks distinctly painful. Although he seems to be in pain. Ha!
You did great, best friends. You are so awesome. And sexy.
Well now. What? What? Or what? What?
What?
You just call us sexy.
That's weird. Translation error, probably. That happens sometimes. Anytime we say something weird or uncomfortable, that'll be a translation error.
What a very handy excuse. How about we get around to saving humanity from the murder aliens? These guys are a bit creepy, I'd say.
Of course. And it's not just a humanity-saving deal now. It's also a Taiwan-saving deal. I don't know if you caught it, but that scribe did just threaten to kill all Taiwan everywhere. That's not gonna go over well back home. But first, let's go to Earth. I imagine your leaders will want to talk about this. And when you get here, we have something we need to give you.
Okay. We will go to Earth. And we will avoid the training facility. Star control. Hail.
You're back!
She always seems surprised. And I brought back a friend.
So I see.
Pillar in, blah blah blah.
So, We're definitely not alone in this universe. We've suspected as much for a while. Those weird caves on Ceres, the scraps of distant radio signals, all those missing giraffes.
What?
But this proves it. There are aliens out there. Including some pretty mean ones. These scribes sound terrifying.
Maybe the Lycos wants to get to know us better?
That will probably just give them better aim. But your successful engagement with them lends us hope that we might not be completely defenseless. A shame it had to come to that. No one woke up today wanting a war with a race of murderous space centaurs. We'll begin preparing a defensive fleet right away. Still, there's a lot about this situation that we don't know. What do you think of this Wimdu? Do you trust him, Captain?
He smiles too much.
He is unusually clingy, yes. But it doesn't look like we can afford to turn down any friends at this point. The Taiwan have graciously offered to install something on your ship. They call it a hyperspace module. With it, you'll apparently be able to travel faster than the speed of light. We want you to go with the Taiwan to his home planet and request an alliance with his people.
Shouldn't we send a diplomat, president, at least a mayor?
If this works, we'll be sending actual diplomats later to handle the details.
Thank you.
But Wimdu has insisted that you make the first gesture. I think he has a bit of a crush on you.
Yes.
And you did save one of their ships.
Yes.
The Taiwan will trust you more than any other human.
Really?
Moreover, you wouldn't be in command of that ship if you weren't smart, diplomatic, and adaptable.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you've passed all the sanity tests.
Of course. Sure did.
Nice, Captain. We've helped patch up the Taiwan ship. They've requested you travel with them to their homeworld in the Alpha Reticuli system. Head there right away. Then, if you can, negotiate an alliance between the Taiwan and Earth. After that, see what other information you can gather about the Scribe and the galaxy around us. Paying particular attention to the parts of the galaxy that want to destroy us. We need to get up to speed quickly here.
So, we actually found something weird in that Lexite ruin on the moon.
Yeah, we've seen the playback of your visit there. Look, Captain, finding out what happened to the Lexites is important. We can hardly ignore the original mission of Star Control. But recent events have rather overtaken things, wouldn't you say? We already knew about the facility on the moon. Your orders were to travel to Alpha Reticuli. Investigate the Lexite ruins when you have time. I'm not sure that's now.
What if I need to resupply the ship?
According to Wimdu, Alpha Reticuli is a short distance away by hyperdrive. You should have plenty of fuel to make it there and back. If you want to offload any minerals you've collected or refuel now, I suppose you can do that.
Thank you. Let's go to the shipyard. So, you can use these cell conventionals to sell all the regular things. Like so. It will keep the more valuable metals and gases and whatnot. I will sell these as well because I don't need them. Outfit. This is where we upgrade the ship. We have a EM drive Mark 1. We have a Hawking thruster. We have a basic nuke. We have a lander cannon. And we have a Taiwan cuddle drive. Cuddle drive, okay. Sure. Fuel tanks. We do not have the technology. Crew quarters. No. We seem to need more technology. So nothing more to see here. This is the fleet where we can add more ships. However, we have nothing available to recruit at the moment, but we do have the Taiwan Defender ship with us, with crew as well.
Is there anything else?
Nope, we'll get back to work.
Good luck, Captain.
Thank you. And on that note, I think it's a good place to end the episode.
To activate our hyperdrive, just
well,
approach the edge of the solar system. It'll engage automatically.
thank you for that interruption. So yes, this is probably a good place to end the episode, and I hope that you enjoyed the game. I will definitely enjoy playing this game. So thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.